There's been a surprise around every corner on the road to Wembley so far, and it's still anybody's guess who's going to make it to the FA Cup final. But why not Ipswich Town? Few Premiership managers can name their strongest side come this time of the year, but Mick McGivern has no injuries and no other real distractions in mid-table. His heroes in the first game at Molineux, the giant Canadian keeper Craig Forrest, and the evergreen John Walk, who scored the Ipswich goal in what was his 50th FA Cup tie for the club. Or maybe it's the famous name of Wolverhampton Wanderers that's on the cup again. Their manager, Graham Turner, perhaps feels he's due some luck. Cyril Regis has joined Steve Bull and Jeff Thomas on the injured list. His best passer, Chris Marsden, is suspended, and 23-year-old Lee Mills starts only his third senior game as the strike partner to David Kelly, the man whose late equaliser forced this replay. Stephen Lodge was the man who took charge at Molineux 11 days ago, and he's the man in the middle again tonight. And there are certainly plenty of precedents for another upset. 7 of the best-known names from the Premiership have already been wiped out by First Division opponents, and 5 of those 7 in replays on their own ground. Early shot from Williams, but home advantage a dubious privilege in this season's FA Cup. And although Ipswich Town's home record is good, they'll be well aware of the threat that Wolves can still pose to them. And here is David Kelly. Dennison quickly into the action, and an early field of the ball for Craig Forrest. Blades forward towards Kelly. Just caught by Thompson. It'll be a free kick to Wolves. Shirtliff and Venus are on their way forward. Keane and Ferguson are the 2 men standing over the ball. It's Ferguson towards Shirtliff, met by Marshall. All but turned dangerously into the path of Mills, and he scored! And that is the stuff that FA Cup dreams are made of. Lee Mills, who was playing local league football just over a year ago, working in the rates office in Barnsley, only plays tonight because Cyril Regis is out injured. And in his first FA Cup tie, he scored his first FA Cup goal in 8 minutes. There was a question mark of offside against Lee Mills, who seemed to be beyond any yards when the ball came to him. But I think it comes to him off an Ipswich player, Geraint Williams. Either way, the goal stands. Graham Turner, the Wolverhampton Wanderers manager, I'm sure feels an awful lot happier than he currently looks. Thompson. Dennison. And again. Oh! Well, Forrest got something on that. It would be a corner kick. And just enough to deny Robbie Dennison, although how, I'm still not sure. It was an awkward one for the goalkeeper, but he actually made a bit of a meal of it. In fact, John Walk was in his way. And it just missed the far post. Keeper wasn't helped by Walk's presence. Oh, and Forrest still not sure, and Venus was in there, and it was smuggled off the line by Stotwell. And Forrest somehow managed to rescue Ipswich again. But they're rocking the Premiership side. It's the story of this season's FA Cup in a nutshell. Marshall up above Shirtliff, back in by Dennison. Mills. Corner off Linnigan this time. Well, Wolverhampton Wanderers had a rather disappointing February. They won just once in 5 games after such a productive run to carry them back into the promotion issue. But they've made a sprightly start tonight, and here's Thompson. But the man who was the victim of Forest's best saves at Molineux didn't even test the Ipswich goalkeeper that time, but he was sorely tested by all this. Not sure that it didn't actually clear the bar and nestle on the top of the netting just for a brief moment. The play continued, and Ferguson's header just wouldn't come down quickly enough for him, and Venus was almost in. Important interception, first by Palmer and then by Stockwell. Rankin. Kelly. Mills has gone beyond him. Kelly trying his luck. I think Craig Forrest saw that a little late. Later. Marshall's offside. David Kelly used Lee Mills as a decoy there to make some space for the shot, and it was actually deflected off David Linnigan. That's what maybe wrong-footed Forrest momentarily. Good fighting qualities again from Ipswich Town. Ferguson trying to settle it down again for Wolves. Mills, Kelly. Rankin. Linnigan's header only for Blades. This is Rankin. Kelly trying to make something of it. John Walk always had a yard on him. Invitation for Wolverhampton Wanderers to bring the big men forward from the back. Both Mark Venus and Peter Shirtliff are on the way to give Walk and company something else to think about. Headed by Walk. Dennison. Fouled by Williams. Rather rash challenge, and everybody who came forward from a corner can now stay forward for the free kick. Ferguson setting up Thompson, took a deflection and in. And Andy Thompson has made it 2 for Wolves with just 7 minutes of the first half remaining. And the fullback, denied by the very best saves that Craig Forrest could muster at Molineux, has beaten him with the help of a wicked but crucial deflection. Came, I think, off David Linnigan. Struck by Andy Thompson, and Forrest had no chance. David Linnigan was the defender who got the deflection, and Forrest was helpless. Graham Turner, who's had his ups and downs in his 7.5 years in charge as Wolves, is on a major up at the moment. And John Lyle, who won the FA Cup twice in his West Ham days, has got a long, long way to look down the road to Wembley to see the Twin Towers at the moment. Slater. Palmer. Williams. Kiwomya. Rankin got in a challenge. Williams broke it. It's an Ipswich corner. Three minutes of the first half remaining. Thompson's corner towards Linnigan, off the line by Rankin. The Ipswich speciality almost came off again. David Linnigan denied by the goal line clearance from Mark Rankin. But they are devilishly dangerous at corners. The whistles from the Wolves fans are met by the whistle, and there's another First Division uprising on the cards here. And if Wolverhampton Wanderers were a shade unlucky in the first game, they've had a touch of luck tonight. Lee Mills with a hint of offside, and then Andy Thompson with more than a hint of a deflection have given them a 2-goal interval lead, but a lead that their general play has merited. We tend to think of Wolves as great cup fighters, but they've had a rotten run in recent times. In fact, they haven't beaten a team from the top division in any cup tie since 1981, the year they were FA Cup semi-finalists. Well on the way to the quarter-finals this year. John Walk, who really has got to lead by example now. Eddie Youds. Came off Shirtliff. Almost came for Marshall. Shirtliff got a foot in, so too did Palmer. And within a minute of the restart, Ipswich Town are right back in business. Steve Palmer's first goal since the opening day of the season. And they were always in trouble from the moment Shirtliff failed to clear his lines. Blades helped him out initially, Shirtliff couldn't get it clear, and Palmer was in on it. Steve Palmer, on his 100th appearance for Ipswich Town, has revived their cup hopes. Standing firm again. In by Williams, on by Marshall. Keane is there. Given away by Rankin, straight to Geraint Williams. Rankin at least got in the clearance. Dennison now leading the break. Mills had a bit more space to his right. This is Kelly though. Have it in support, really, Kelly. Youds. Firm header by Blades. Only for Thompson. Blades there ahead of Kiwomya again. Throw in. Towards Marshall. Wouldn't quite come for Stockwell. Might come for Walk. Stockwell. Blocked and cleared by Venus. There's a gold wall there for Stockwell to try and drive the ball through. And there were just enough bricks in it. Kiwomya. Goal kick. Mick Stockwell has played at full-back, centre-back, midfield and striker for Ipswich Town since the turn of the year. Really wholehearted one-club man in his testimonial season. Marshall. crowds. Held off Ferguson. Williams. One back by Walk. Stockwell's in there again. Now Williams. Terrific scrap. Kevin Keane. Mark Rankin. Dennison. Now Kelly. Mills is waiting in the middle. Space for Dennison. It's a lovely idea. Robbie Dennison, the Irish international, had 5 yards of space inside the Ipswich penalty area. Craig Forrest, the Ipswich goalkeeper, had a little less than that to spare with the curling shot. Not sure how much intent there was there on Marshall's behalf, but he just upended Shirtliff as the two of them contested the ball. Ball throw. Blades. Finnegan away. Here's Keane. Squeezed into Mills. Just couldn't quite get enough weight on the header. A night to remember, though. Kevin Keane stole in behind them, but Eddie Yowes did just enough there alongside Mills. Ward got it clear. Wolves throw. Headed by Walk, and now it's a corner. Just when you think Ipswich Town are taking charge, Wolverhampton Wanderers find a little bit more. 20 minutes of the second half gone. Gripping cup time. Towards Venus. Headed by Marshall. Clearance by Slater. Blades. Offside. Rankin on the far side, just strayed beyond the line of men in the middle. Played through to Stockwell. Thompson ran across him. Referee has a look from a long way away and waves play on. No great appeal from the Ipswich Town players, it should be said. Played in by Palmer. And Stockwell certainly had gathered it under control when Andy Thompson arrived. Andy Thompson didn't make any contact with the ball. Stockwell didn't quite get there. Shirtliff did. Gallant Ipswich chase is running out of time. Shirtliff's header. Stockwell. Mason. Now Williams. Gone for a throw in. All right, Williams, who is still to score for Ipswich Town. Said. Carver. He was on target again. Snell with a really good throw for Thompson. Look at the space here for Kevin Keane. And for David Kelly, who's onside and had an awful lot more time than he realised. But as Ipswich push forward, so there will be the opportunities for Wolves to catch them on the counter, and that was an opportunity. David Kelly, who actually played under John Lyle during his West Ham United days. It's a throw to Ipswich. Thompson. Slater. Gedchev. Way by Thompson. Dennison. Here's Cook. Kelly to his left, Mills to his right. Here's Lee Mills, onside. Chance to settle it. Deflected, just wide. This time the deflection came to Ipswich Town's rescue. And if Lee Mills' name is not already penciled into the morning headlines, it was very nearly written in bold type then. Seconds left on the watch. Andy Thompson. Robbie Dennison. No free kick. Headed by Blades. Keane and Rankin combined to clear their lines again. Foul by Kelly on Walk. Ipswich will have a free kick. Referee happy to play an advantage. We're inside the final minute. Mills. Cook. On towards Thompson. Beautifully played. They've handled themselves so well tonight, Wolves. There's an offside flag raised. Billy Wright must be a very proud man tonight. It's been a Wolverhampton Wanderers performance in the best cup traditions of the club. They haven't played in a final since 1960. They can hardly have had a better opportunity in the intervening years. Graham Turner knows he's very close to the quarter-finals now. When Steve Palmer scored for Ipswich Town in the opening minute of the second half, you just sensed that maybe the tide had turned. Boncho Genchev. But Wolves are playing with character and courage, and above all with composure to preserve their lead. And now deep in stoppage time, they're on the verge of a famous success. Another prize Premiership scalp for the First Division. Billy Wright understandably delighted. Another important brick in the rebuilding of Wolverhampton Wanderers. They've held on in this second half to beat Ipswich Town by 2-1. Lee Mills' dream goal set up the victory. Ipswich go out leaving only 4 Premiership survivors in the last 8. And Wolves go on to Chelsea on Sunday week for our live quarter-final as live FA Cup contenders. It's their best run along the road to Wembley for 13 years. And if they win the Cup, Sir Jack Hayward, their president, says he's going to treat the Wolves players to a holiday in the Bahamas. 2-1 winners at Ipswich tonight, and Wolves have belief again.
thought just on occasion we gave it away a little bit cheaply, but overall we just showed a little bit of composure at the right times, and I thought there were some very, very good individual performances. We looked solid, didn't concede many chances, despite the fact that the blow for us just after half-time was immense. I thought we kept the shape, kept the heads, and it was a very solid performance.
I think there's only 4 Wolves captains had their hands on the FA Cup. What's it like?
I'll tell you this much. People ask me what it was like. It was thrilled. Because the Princess Elizabeth then gave it, and she says, what did she wear? I said, I haven't a clue. I got my hands on that cup, mate, and no one takes it away from me. It's great. The FA Cup, although it's nothing like the league, you know, the league is very important. The FA Cup has that thrill, that dimension of happiness, and it's, to be in it right through. The lads feel it. Everybody feels it. It's great to win the FA Cup.
Is it a dream now, or is it a little bit more real than that this year?
It's real. It's more real now. We've got through. You know, we've beaten a Premier Division side, and the lads are on top form. Why not? You've got to aim for the top, aim for winning and get to Wembley. Why shouldn't we?
Well, Billy Wright had over 100 caps for England and enjoyed tonight as much as any of them, I would have thought.
Enjoyed it, didn't he?
Sure. First Division beats Premiership again. We've had a lot of letters suggesting all sorts of reasons for it. Is that any more than coincidence, do you think?
Well, I think it is coincidence, but you can't say that any of the sides have been lucky. You know, the better side wins every time. I just feel sometimes that the Premiership teams think they're going to win before they get on the pitch. They start slowly. Wolves started very quickly tonight. Ipswich started slowly. Wolves get the first goal. Ipswich can't get back in the game. And I think Wolves started, as I say, very quickly, got their foot in. There's some excellent performances individually, but collectively they were very strong.
One or two things to look at again. Some confusion in the Ipswich defence.
A bizarre minute and a half. This is a good run by Dennison, and he gets to the byline, good ball in, and there's confusion between Wark and Forrest, and that could easily have gone in the back of the net there. But from the resulting corner, it's just absolute mayhem. Keane takes the corner, puts it in. It's a decent header on, but the ball comes up in the air, and Forrest goes up over the bar, comes down, Palmer hits it straight off Linnigan, and then Stockwell gets it off the line. And as I say, utter mayhem.
Keystone cut.
Well, it is. And I think it's Forrest that gets in trouble. I don't know what he's trying to do here, if he's trying to bring the goalpost and the bar down with him. And of course Linnigan hits him straight in the face. And what happens there, of course, is that gives Wolves a massive lift. Because if you're seeing that, you're thinking, well, this defence is under pressure and we can go and win the game, and that's exactly what they did.
Well, Wolves were the better side, weren't they? Who stood out for you?
I thought the back four and the goalkeeper were magnificent. When the questions were asked, they were resolute, they were there, they were never under that much pressure, and they cleared the line very effectively. But the man of the match for me was Kevin Keane. I thought he worked tirelessly for his side, up and down the pitch all night. And this was a piece of play here. He shows unbelievable composure. He's in his own box here, he takes it to the byline, and this is reminiscent of Johan Cruyff. A little back flick there, and he clears his lines. I don't know if his manager would be too enamoured with that.
A bit worrying.
You know, a bit worrying, but on the night he was terrific.
He was the man for you.